What's up, guys? Back with another video. I'm Ryan. This is George.
Poppin' guys, how you living?
Lost in Vegas coming back at you with what, George?
Unbiased, real reaction. Free thinking gang. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to our objective-minded people. For those of you who are new to the channel, this is a reaction review. We have heard this song before.
Plenty times.
Just so you know, moving forward, if you decide to subscribe, hopefully you do. Whenever you see reaction review, that means the video's been seen by us before, or the song's been heard by us before. So keep that in mind. So we're gonna do Kanye West today, man. Through the Wire.
My Chicago brethren.
What can you say about Kanye, man? Kanye is a legend.
Yeah,
love him, hate him, say he's an asshole, say he's an arrogant prick, all you want.
Yeah.
The dude is a legend. This CD that this song was on, College Dropout, if you have never heard Kanye West, this is the CD you need to check out.
Yeah.
This is a undoubtedly general consensus. Hip hop core fans, internet dudes say this CD is a classic. So College Dropout is amazing. And what's significant about Kanye, man? He just changed the game. Before Kanye, let's think about it. Before Kanye, what really on a mainstream level, what was being played at the time? Street shit.
Yeah, it's true. You're
Gangster
right.
shit. I mean, there's little exceptions here and there, little sprinkles in there, but he made dudes who didn't come from the hood or come from like troubled past, he made making music that didn't involve that cool. And because of him, you can have a Drake, and because of him, you can have a Whit Lowry or NF and all these guys.
Right.
And he's just a visionary with his fashion. He's a visionary with the type of music he makes, the type of sounds he incorporates in music. He's a father of a generation. There's not a lot of rappers that come from, he's one of those rappers that he sets a foundation, and then there's so many different rappers that come under his tree. Travis Scott is like a fucking carbon copy of Kanye to me. So a lot of your favorite artists, if you're younger, were inspired by him. And the dude is, I can see why he's a genius. He has a lot of brilliant, he's done a lot of brilliant things. You know what I mean? So I can't wait to get to this song. You know what I mean? This song is we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it through the wire. Let's get to it.
Yeah, man.
Yo, G, they can't stop me from rapping Kanye hot.
That beat, the original of this, man. For y'all that don't know the original of this, you should put that in the video.
We'll put that Shaka Khan,
man, that original song was hot.
Phenomenal.
It was hot,
legendary.
You know? And it's very hard to remake a song and do it justice. You know what I mean? So, and he did it justice in this song. So I just want to say that real quick.
Shout out to Shaka Khan who made Through the Fire. You know what I mean? So this song, Through the Wire, is, he made this song, for those of you who don't know, he got into a really like life-threatening car accident. And his jaw was wired shut. So he made this song while rapping through the wire. Again, he came into the game doing some crazy, legendary shit. This is his first major release, and he made this song spitting through the wire. So that's why he said, I spit this through the wire, rapping through the wire. Yo, let's get to it.
Shot-town, what's going on? I drink a mousse for breakfast, an insure for dessert. Somebody order pancakes, I just sip the scissor. That right there could drive a sane man berserk.
Alright, let's stop it. Let's stop it. That was fire. So he said.
But first of all, hold on, before we jump into the lyrics, you see how that beat switched up? I really want you guys to go back and listen to the original song, Through the Fire. Because to have an appreciation of how that transitioned into beat, man, you gotta listen to the original song. That shit was hot. But anyway,
it's incredible.
Yeah, all right, but anyway, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? So basically he's saying I can't eat, so I have to fucking drink through. I have to drink like liquids, basically, to eat. So that right there can drive a sane man berserk. So he almost lost his life in his car accident, and he has to fucking drink protein shakes as a means for sustenance. And he's like, man, that drives me crazy. So, but anyways.
Crazy. Crazy.
Let's bring that back a little bit.
Man berserk, not to worry, Mr. Ace to the Izzles back to Wizard. How do you console my mom, give her light support, telling her son's on life support? And just imagine how my girl feel on the plane, scared as hell that a guy look like Emmett Till.
That was fire.
George loves this.
That was fire.
Yeah, it was.
So he said, how do you console your mom? How do you console my mom or give her light support, telling her his son's on life support.
Yeah.
So he was on life support, obviously, because of the car accident. How do you console his mom through this process? And just imagine how my girl feel on a plane, scared as hell because that guy looked like Emmett Till. So Emmett Till, if you don't know the story of Emmett Till was a younger black dude back in the whatever. And he was really brutally beaten by some white man, like brutally beaten and destroyed. So he's saying, imagine how his girl would feel if she saw him and his face was destroyed as a result of the accident. But he used Emmett Till as a reference, so that was crazy.
Wow. The same hospital where Biggie Smalls died. The doctor said I had blood clots, but I ain't Jamaican, man. Story on MTV, and I ain't trying to make a band. I swear this right here is
history in the making, man.
Ye can spit, man.
Yeah, that was hot.
Ye always been nice, though.
The doctor said I had blood clots, but I ain't Jamaican,
man. He said, the doctor said I had blood clots, but I'm not Jamaican, man. Jamaicans use the term blood clots. It's kind of like
the bloody blood clots.
It's like a profanity for Jamaicans, but blood clots meaning blood clots in his brain, but I'm not Jamaican, man. Then he said,
the
story
2 lifelines, that was hot too.
Trying to be a millionaire, how I used 2 lifelines. Yeah, that was crazy. Yep. Then he said, the story on MTV, but I ain't trying to make a band. Those of you who remember Making a Band was a show that Puff Daddy executive produced where he's trying to make a band of rappers or singers. And he's saying, my story was on MTV. The story of me getting into a car accident was MTV, but I ain't trying to make a band. Not part of that. So that was a play on words. And I swear right here, history in the making, man. Fire. He ripped that shit.
Yep.
And this was like revolutionary, man. Nobody was spitting. He made talking about some shit like this dope. Now, there were always like Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and groups like that. Don't get it fucked up. But I'm talking about on like a mainstream level. Yeah. Like, this was like a mainstream success.
Yeah, this was hot. When this came out, it was huge.
Right. Dope.
Crazy.
That's my jaws in the back of my mouth, man. I'm still here for y'all
that
right
beat
now.
Yeah, he's a producer first.
Yep.
You know what I mean? That's hot.
Turn me up, what if somebody from the shadow was ill? Got a deal on the hottest rap label around. But he wasn't talking about coke and birds, it was more like spoken word. Except he's really putting it down.
Yeah, killing it.
That's the story of Kanye right there in those lines.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So what if somebody from the shop thought I was ill, got a deal on the hottest rap label around? So someone from Chicago got him linked up to be signed to Rockefeller. But he was like, but he wasn't talking about in his raps, he wasn't talking about selling cocaine, selling drugs or whatever. He was talking, it was more like spoken word, except he was making that shit fire.
Yeah.
Except he was really putting it down is what he was saying. But Kanye was signed to Rockefeller as a producer. So Jay-Z and I think it was discovered by Dame Dash. And or maybe Jay-Z, one of them. He was discovered by Rockefeller. Yeah. Jay-Z didn't really believe in him as a rapper, but Dame Dash did. And this was his way of, even they just wanted him to make incredible beats. So making this song was his way of proving to them that he could rap well. Yeah. And he was wearing pink polos and all this shit, and they were like, nah, fuck out of here. Yeah. And he was like, nah, dude, this shit is dope too. And again, he birthed sort of a generation of rappers that were okay with rapping about shit that wasn't talking about street shit. Yeah. So most of these rappers today, he's talking about depression and all this other stuff, owe their careers to this man. Yeah, that's true. You know what I'm saying? He's a trailblazer. He's a pioneer. Yeah,
that's a great point.
Good dude, bad night, right place, wrong time, in the blink of an eye. It's whole life change. Yep. If you could feel how my face felt, you would know how Mace felt. Thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt.
Yes.
That whole sequence right there was fire.
Yeah.
He said, and he explained the story about how blacks came from glory and what we need to do in the game. That's what he was bringing to the forefront with his rhyming, with his rapping. He said, good dude, bad night, right place, wrong time, in the blink of an eye. His whole life changed. Yeah. If you could feel how my face felt, you would know how Mace felt. Thank God I ain't too cool for the safe belt. You know what I'm saying? So thank God he had a safety belt on. Yeah. Or else it could have been a done deal for him.
Because a lot of people are too cool for school with that.
Yep.
You know?
Yep, saved his life.
Yeah.
For the safe belt, I swear to God, driver 2 wanna sue. I got a lawyer for the case to keep us in my safe.
I'm sorry, that was fire. Yep. I gotta stop it again. I swear to God, the driver wants to sue him. So he said, I swear to God, driver 2 wanna sue. I got a lawyer for the case to keep what's in my safe.
Yep.
So he said, I got a lawyer to protect me. So the person that he got into an accident with, or the driver, wants to sue him as a result of the accident. He's saying, I got a lawyer to take care of that, so I'm good. That's what he's saying. That's fire. Damn, I have to rewind it a little bit more.
Trevor 2 wanna sue, I got a lawyer for the case to keep us in my safe. My dogs couldn't telefy. I look like Tom Cruise on Vanilla Sky. It was televised. It's been an accident like Geico. They thought I was burned up like Pepsi did Cause look how death missed his ass. Unbreakable. What you thought they call me Mr. Glass?
Yeah. That's your verse right there.
That was fire.
Yeah, that's your verse right there.
He had a couple of references in there that I don't think people would catch. He said, my dogs couldn't telefy. I look like Tom Cruise in Vanilla Sky. So if you ever seen Vanilla Sky, the movie with that Tom Cruise stars in, at a certain point in the movie, his face gets real fucked up. So he's like, his friends, they couldn't tell if he looked like Tom Cruise from Vanilla Sky because he was so fucked up from the accident.
It was televised.
It was televised. There's been an accident like Geico. They thought I was burnt up like Pepsi did Michael.
Yeah.
So he's referencing when Michael Jackson was in the Pepsi commercial. We did this in another video too. Michael Jackson got his, he was walking down the steps in the Pepsi commercial and his hair got burnt up.
Yeah.
So they thought he was burnt up like Pepsi did
Shout out to Michael though, man.
He said, I must got an angel, cause look how death missed his ass. Unbreakable. What you thought they called me Mr. Glass?
Yeah.
So he must have had an angel because he cheated death or he missed death because it was a life-threatening accident. Then he said, Unbreakable. What you thought they called me Mr. Glass? So he's referencing the movie Unbreakable by M. Night Shyamalan. There's a character in the movie played by Samuel L. Jackson, Mr. Glass, and every time he fell down on the ground, he broke like every bone in his body. So what you think they call me Mr. Glass? Unbreakable? So that was a play on that movie. Unbreakable. So fire.
But I'm a champion, so I turn tragedy to triumph. Make music that's fire, spit my soul through the wire. You know what I'm saying? When the doctor told me I had I was gonna have a plate in my chin, I said, dog, don't you realize I'd never make it in a plane now?
Y'all hear that? He said when the doctor told me I would have a metal plate placed in my chin permanently, he was like, man, dude, don't you guys know I never make it through a plane now? Make it through the airport of security. That's cool though. They chopped that up.
Yeah, that was hot. That sample is killing it. Yeah, that was fire.
Amazing song. Legendary song from a legendary dude, man. Love him or hate him, Kanye has done too much. He's done so much for hip hop. He's pushed the genre forward.
Yes.
He's a visionary. He's an innovator. And the fact that he spit that whole song, you can hear it too. You can hear the lockjaw in his voice. He can barely open his mouth to spit that song through the wire, to rap that song through the wire. It's just legendary shit. Shit that legends are made of, man.
Yep.
You know, so that's amazing.
That's crazy.
One of the best songs. One of the best songs I've heard ever, and that's on a legendary classic album. So if you haven't checked out College Dropout, please check that out. But that's it, guys. That's the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. It's Las Vegas, George, Ryan. We out.